I'm Giovanni, and welcome back to Salt and Pepper Pickleball, where we serve up that good old pickle and pasión. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. All right, guys, so I finally got my hands on the 11Six24 Alpha Pro Power, also known as the APP in the Discords. So let me tell you, this paddle does not mess around. It's got power in the name for a reason, but I'll be honest with you, for me, it ended up being a little bit too powerful for me. But first, let's just get into the specs. So this is going to be a hybrid shape. It's 16.25 inches long. It is tapered, so it's going to veer out just a little bit. And the width on it at its max is going to be 7.75 inches. Stock weight for me came in right at 8 ounces. But when I was swinging it, I felt like it was a little too light. I felt like I was meeting the ball. I wasn't timing the ball correctly. So I was actually hitting it further out than I would actually like. So I modded this and I added some of Pickleball Effects tuning tape to it. It's their half gram per inch tuning tape. And all I did was I added 3 inches along the base of the throat here. So that way I could get a little bit more swing weight and a little bit more handheld heaviness, if that makes sense. So the grip length, when I measured it from the butt cap to where the tape meets the throat, is actually 5.6 inches long. And then the grip circumference is 4.125, which is a little bit thinner than your 4.25. But then you add, like I always add an overgrip to it, so it makes it slightly thicker. And it was more than comfortable for my hand. So the face layup on this paddle is an FCC layup. So that means that there is going to be carbon fiber, and then fiberglass, and then you have the honeycomb core. So with this layup, you're going to be able to grab the ball or increase the dwell time of the ball. But then as it goes through the top 2 layers of carbon and it meets with the fiberglass layer, that is going to help to spring the ball back into action. So you're going to get some little bit increased firepower. You're going to get a little increase on some spin and things of that nature. So as I just mentioned, this has a polypropylene honeycomb core with 10mm cells. And that's actually known as the alpha cell core, which is 11Six24's technology. But then it also is wrapped in foam all the way around the paddle face. And of course, that's always to expand the sweet spot and minimize vibrations. So when I got this out of the package, I was ecstatic. It kind of, I know it's a little bit of a stretch, but it actually does remind me of my Technofiber paddles, which I have 2 of them hanging back there that have the white frames. And because this came in with the white edge guard, I just fell in love with it. I thought it was beautiful. Honestly, I love, like I said, I'm a big fan of the teal now. So I like the sleekness of it, and it looks really nice. But yeah, once I got it into my hands, it definitely gives you that premium paddle vibe. Solid build, of course, clean face, and it just feels like a tank in your hands. You can tell that 11Six24 really put some effort into this thing, and it just, in my opinion, it just shows. The sweet spot is big. Pop on this thing is for real. And man, when you catch one right, it launches that ball. So on the court, this is where things got interesting. The first few games, I was sending balls deep, like my drives were turning into a little bit of home runs. I tried to rein it in, but even at the kitchen, this paddle just wanted to go fast. If you like playing aggressive and finishing points quickly, you'll love that about this paddle. But for me, it started to feel like I was fighting the paddle a bit instead of working with it. And I felt like I had to like over exaggerate my swing mechanics, my swing strokes. Like I really had to make sure that I really was following that low to high path to really put some spin on it in order to keep it in and make it and to be able to control it. So the touch and control. Now the 16mm thickness helps soften things up a little. It's not a total rocket launcher, but even then, it's definitely on the power side of the spectrum. Drops and resets took some extra focus for me, and touch shots weren't as automatic as with some of my other paddles that I've played with it before. This is the type of paddle that rewards confident swings and punishes hesitation. This paddle currently retails for $199, and with my buddy Chris's ambassador's code CHEUNG, CHEUNG, you can save 10% on this paddle or any other paddle that 11Six24 sells. But who's this going to be for? I think this paddle would shine for players who like to dictate points, the bangers, the aggressive doubles players who want to end rallies fast, or singles players who love a lot of pace. If you've got a naturally soft hand or you're already hit with control, you'll probably love this paddle and it'll definitely add to your game. If you're new to the game, I would not recommend this paddle because it doesn't have the control that you would need in order to start picking up the game. So that way it doesn't hurt your game, and when you're learning your fundamentals about drives and dips and dinks and serving and whatnot, this paddle is going to take a little bit more focus, a little bit extra time for somebody who's new to the game to really get everything out of this. So in the end, for me though, it was just, like I said, it was just a little too much power for me. I found myself longing for something that gave me just a little bit softer of a touch at the net. But hey, that's what's great about gear like this. It's all about finding what matches your style. The Alpha Pro Power 16mm is a beast, and it really showed me that I need something with a little bit more control in my life. But if you're like me and you prefer a little more control and consistency at the kitchen, you might want to keep this one as your power day paddles. You know, those Saturday or Sunday mornings when, hey, you just want to hit the crap out of the ball and have some real good fun, then hey, this is definitely keep this one in your bag. Either way, this thing definitely lives up to its name. And that's it for today, you guys. So thank you for coming and thank you for watching this review. And always remember to keep smiling, keep laughing, and keep playing pickle with pasión.